In this video, I'm going to make a quick little tutorial on how to install the Nazi zombie Nacht, Untoten map for the tutorial series, as well as point out a couple of things. First thing being, all of these assets and all that were migrated out of the engine version 4.25.1, the source build, which means if you're on a previous version, you may not be able to actually use this unless you update your engine version to 4.25.1 or newer. Uh, I'm not 100% sure if this will work on the launcher installed version of the engine, but I would assume so just off the top of my head. So as long as you're on 4.25.1, you are ready to get started. So I'm just have this example project here that I'm getting ready to remove, so I'm just going to use it for this tutorial. So what you'll find in the download that is in the description is a RAR called Nacht, Untoten. You extract that, you'll have a folder called content, open that up. You'll see three folders inside of it called Maps, MS Presets, and Starter Content. Now to use this, what we do is we go to our Unreal Engine project directory here, the part where your U project is, go to Content, we're going to click and drag all of them in there, just like so. I'm just going to go ahead and replace them, doesn't really make a difference, and wait for this to finish. Now the file size is a little over 1.8 gigs, so it may take a little bit. Once it's done, go back to the engine. You'll see a folder called Maps if you didn't have one already, Nazi Zombies, Nacht, Untoten, and you will see the Nacht, Untoten map. So we can go ahead and open that up. Well, you're also going to see map 1 assets. That's just for the door. I meant to move it, but I forgot. So we can go ahead and open up the map and make sure everything looks correct, which so far it seems like it is. So we come down here, we got all of our blocking volumes, stairs, have a slight issue there with the terrain, but that can be easily fixed, and I'll actually do that here in a couple seconds. And yeah, everything looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick little fix on that. So go to modes, landscape, sculpt, select the flatten brush, make this way smaller. Let's do 150. And just drag out and try to flatten this out. To where I can no longer see. Yep, so that looks okay. Alrighty. Back to select and save all. So now we have our Nacht, Untoten map that we can do pretty much whatever we want with in the future. Now, I will not be making any tutorials on this map until we get to video 145. I've already pre-recorded up to that point, so at least from the making of this video, but everything after that we will be working on or working inside of this map. Now, if you do not want to upgrade your engine version for, maybe you have a specific reason, you cannot import this. Everything that we do will easily be doable. It's not going to be dependent on having this map, so to speak. So you can still use your own or whatever. All the important assets will be just, normal formats like FBX and all that kind of stuff that you can easily use. And let's see, there was one more thing I wanted to mention, but I'm trying to think of what it was. Yeah, I can't think of it. My brain just went completely blank. So yeah, we now have the map imported. It may have some small updates by the time we actually start, using it in the future again. And those will be obviously included as downloads. Oh, right. I had a couple attempts where the import did not work properly, and it just took me about 2 to 3 tries. Now, this project initially was built on 4.24, the launcher installed version, but after merging or changing it to a 4.25.1 source, it still took me about 2 to 3 attempts to actually get the assets to show up. So all of the folders would show up, but they would be empty. There would be no assets actually inside of them. So if it doesn't work at first for you, I would say just try it a couple times, restart the engine, and give it another couple tries. So now that that's done, I will see you in the next video. And if you're really looking to be supportive of my effort, there is a link to my Patreon in the description, as well as a link to the Discord where you can ask whatever questions you would like. They can be related to this series or not, and either I or someone else in there will try to answer them to the best of our abilities. So I will see you in the next one.